Hi, I'm Tessa, and for my short informative speech, I decided to choose touch/gestures. So for that, I decided to choose an article that was talking about 4 different common misconceptions about nonverbal communication. One of those being that body language is the way that we communicate, which is true, but it's also not the full picture. Our body language is definitely something that we use to communicate, as I'm doing right now, making gestures, talking, but it's also not the entire picture. Because part of why I'm making all these gestures right now is because I'm a little uncomfortable, because I'm filming something, and it's a specific speech, so it can be a little intimidating and daunting, if you will. The second misconception is that people have a stable personal space. And what a stable personal space means, it means that people are able to not only have, but maintain, so set and maintain boundaries that keep their personal bubble safe, as in their physical proximity to someone else, as well as their own, own emotional boundaries. So the physical and emotional boundaries. And that's something that most people don't, a lot of us as a society and people, we struggle with that. I know I've struggled with that a lot. I try my best, but I definitely have. And the third one being that we have basic emotions that are read out by our facial expressions and are kind of, universal per se. And so I definitely read, because also there's, a thing that says that I read that in certain places, giving someone the middle finger might mean something somewhere, but then it'll mean something somewhere else. Apparently, like the peace sign or something in certain cultures, I can't exactly remember, but I had read that, actually means something different. Read it for this class. And then also, aside from that, the last one being that the body never lies, which is not true, because the body does lie sometimes. It might not even necessarily be lying, but it might be faulty information. We might not be able to tell what that means. And even just, for instance, with a simple lie detector. A simple lie detector might be, our heart might be racing, we might be nervous, which could show that we're lying, or it could mean something else. So the body does tell us something, but what it's telling us isn't always 100%, true. So nonverbal communication, at least what I got from the article, is that nonverbal communication is super, super important. It's just not the only thing. It definitely matters, but we can't just take that, or we shouldn't just take that and come up with all these other inferences and things. Or we can come up with inferences, but there's more evidence that needs to be explored. But anyway, that's my little talk on my informative speech on nonverbal communication and some of the 4 common misconceptions about it. Thank you.